Okay, you guys, let's go ahead and get into this unit. So first of all, you know that this is the Bella unit. The Bella is a closure unit and she does come in different lengths. We use an average of 3 bundles on the Bella. This particular unit, we did use a complete 3 bundles. And what I'm doing right now is I'm just assessing the unit and looking to see exactly how I want to start cutting. The Bella unit consists of light, long layers. So what I'm going to do is show you guys the easy way to create your layers and not necessarily be a pro at it. So right here, you guys, I'm actually readjusting the unit because I noticed that the closure was not quite sitting in the middle like I needed it to be. Don't forget, your canvas block is a guide as well. You have lines on your canvas block that you want to make sure that you are utilizing. So the line that goes straight down the middle of the canvas block, that's the middle of your head, and those 2 lines that are on the side, that's your temple areas. So when you are putting your wig on your canvas block, just make sure that you are getting it correctly in the right place so that it is adjusted right, okay? So right now, what you see me do is I'm going to start with like a right side part and I'm gonna take it down to like the ear area. So I just want you to imagine that in your head. And the ear area is basically going to kind of be at the back of the closure. So that's the best way that I could tell you to gauge it. So I start with the right part. I take it all the way down to the ear area. And then I just pull the hair back to me. Oh, I got a little kink right there. Make sure that you're combing out good. I'm going to pull the hair back to me. When I pull the hair back to me, I'm going to use my razor comb and I'm going to cut in like a diagonal slant, okay? More so like a 45-degree angle. Now, when you start to cut, I would say leave more hair on than you take off in the beginning because you can always come back and cut more. However, when you do start to cut, if you want your layers to be shorter, you want to start your cutting up higher, okay? Now again, you can always come back in and cut more. So right now what you're going to see me do is you're going to see me start closer to the top and go down. And then what you want to do is you want to use the previously cut hair as a guide. So now that I'm cutting my new section, I'm going to use the area that I previously cut as my guide. So I'm taking the hair from my next section and I'm using the previous section, as I mentioned before, as my guide. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to pretty much do that all the way around and just repeat exactly the same step. Now as we get towards the bottom, you want to make sure that you're pulling it out in your diagonal 45-degree angle so that way you can keep the length on. Remember, the more that you angle it, the more length that you can keep on it. And you can always go back and cut more layers in. So now what you see me doing is you see me taking my guide from my other side, from my right side, and I'm pulling it to the left. I'm doing the exact same thing on the left side. So I took that section all the way down to my imaginary ear, or the back of the closure all the way down. I'm going to go ahead and comb that hair out, and then I'm going to make sure that I cut it in that 45-degree slanted angle. Notice how I'm pulling the hair to the back. The reason why I'm doing that is so that I can create more length around the front. Again, when you want to create more length, you want to make sure that you do your diagonal cutting, okay? So then I'm going to do the same thing and I'm going to do another section, or better yet, I'm going to kind of go back over this section because I did want to cut it a little bit shorter at the top. So I went up a little further with my layers. When you go up a little further with the layers, it's going to make the layers shorter. going to go ahead and continue our motion around the head with our cutting. We're going to do our next section. Make sure that we comb the hair out good, and we're going to pull it back, and we're going to cut in our 45-degree angle, making sure that we leave the length at the bottom. Notice I'm cutting in a slanted angle downward. Now that we have both our right and left sides cut, we can go ahead and go down through the middle and bring everything together. So we're going to do that same thing, our same cutting technique that we've been doing. We're going to go ahead and pull it out, and we're going to be able to cut it at our 45-degree angle. So now that I'm in the middle of the head, I'm going to do the same thing that I've done around the head on the right and the left. I'm going to pull the hair out, and I'm going to cut it in a diagonal slant of a 45-degree angle until I get to the bottom. If I don't completely get all the hair from the top to the bottom, I want to go ahead and pull the additional hair out that I did not cut in the beginning and go ahead and cut it. Now again, your area that is already pre-cut is the area that is your guide. So now that I have my guide, I can just go ahead and start from there and continue to cut down. To make sure that everything is matching up correctly, we want to go ahead and start pulling our sides to our back. So we'll go to the right and we'll pull it to the back, and we'll go ahead and still continue to cut in our 45-degree angle. Again, remembering that cutting in our 45-degree angle will assure that we have the length at the bottom, but we'll also have a nice beautiful layer that will graduate from the top all the way down to the bottom. Now that we are fairly done with our cut, I want to go ahead and I'm just going to add a little bit more layers to my top portion. So I'm just going to kind of slightly cut it with my laser just to make the layers in the bang area just a little bit shorter. And this is not something that you have to do, but you can do it after you get majority of your cut complete. Remember what I said before, whatever you do to the right, you have to do to the left. So I'm coming back and I'm pulling my left side back to the middle area, and I'm making the guides meet up, and I'm just making sure that my cut is clean and balanced. So you want to pull from your sides and you want to go into the middle. You just want to complete the process just like you did on the other side. You want to do the same exact thing. Now the safety razor is going to be your friend. Again, you do not have to be a pro to use this safety razor. I'm telling you, it is going to save your life. Now I went in and I just cut a little bit more of length off around my bang area on the left side, just like I did on the right, just to make the layers slightly shorter around the face and for the bang area. You can see how we have is graduated, so it's going from our shorter to our longer lengths, and when we curl it, it will be absolutely beautiful. So I get the question a lot, how do you create the voluptuous bang? Well, you want to start by actually like combing the hair back, just like I'm doing right here, and you just push it front to the front. When you comb it back, after you get those curls in there like that, when you comb it back, I promise you'll have it every time. So just comb it back and push it up to the front, and that's how you get it. So I appreciate you guys tuning in, watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Go ahead and drop me a comment and a like, and make sure you subscribe to my channel so that you can see more videos from me. Also, feel free to tell me what else it is that you want me to do videos on. And I'm wishing you a happy 2023.